Here we have the current stock market update for AMC Entertainment Holdings Incorporated, stock ticker AMC. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find this educational material to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So as we can see here, the share price itself has seen another leg lower. There are some critical support zones that have been broken during this process. So in this video, I'm going to go over some of these specific price levels and explain why they are important. And then we can likely make some assessments about what is most likely to happen next. So currently what we're dealing with here is a share price close that came in right around $4.38. So this is significant for a few different reasons. One is that, we have now broken below these prior support zones that we have been watching for this stock. So essentially, we were really watching this 472 area as sort of the key to the downside. I mean, if we did see a break below there, the expectation really did turn bearish. And as we can see here, the break below there really didn't see much in the way of upside price movement after that level actually broke. So we did see two sort of instances here where we got some brief spikes higher. What we're looking at right now is a 1 hour price chart. So each candle on this price chart represents a 1 hour trading period. And we did see some short intervals here where share prices were attempting to break back above that 470, 472 area, but then ultimately failed. So this level did turn out to be sort of the major line in the sand, or sort of the canary in the coal mine, to sort of signal that there was some danger here and that share prices were ready to start moving lower. So that price level did work out extremely well in terms of its predictive ability. And as we can see here, the ultimate share price movement to the downside did lead to further declines below this 460 area. And now finally, what we're really looking at here is sort of this longer term support zone, which was seen previously right around $4.41. So this is a very significant level. I should say that it still is, because last time we traded in this area, we did see a fairly significant price spike in the upward direction, and then share prices did have a long period of sideways consolidation, sort of a basing period. So, the price jump from here, last time we saw this area was quite substantial. However, what we're seeing at the moment now is a break below this area. And not only that, we're seeing a break below this area and a daily close below this area. So with this share price movement below 440, it's significant because we're also closing below that level. I mean, if we sort of briefly spiked below there and then maybe saw a little bit of a bounce, you could start to make the argument that this is a false breakout to the downside. But when you see share prices close below a prior area of support, that tends to validate the price movement in the downside direction. So what we're currently looking for here, is sort of the next level of support that would possibly, be, viable in terms of keeping share prices afloat here, or at least keep share prices from collapsing completely. So what we're currently looking at the moment would be this area at roughly 432. Just sort of mark this in here. This would be the price low that was generated toward the end of June of this year. So we do have a little bit of support in this area. And as we can see, share prices really did move quite substantially higher after testing this area. I mean, this was roughly $1.50 of share price movement to the top side. So in many ways, it was actually even more significant than this movement into 440. So you can absolutely, let's just say it wouldn't be surprising if we were to see a bounce off of here, because the last time that we did trade in this area, the share price gain was actually fairly substantial. It did move into 575, which is its own critical level. That's a level that I've talked about many times in prior videos. That's now a triple top resistance zone that is quite important on its own. But what we're looking at currently is a share price close that is, relatively close to, these late June lows that we're seeing here. So, the real issue is whether or not we're able to find support in this area. If share prices bounce from here, that could be perfectly fine. Last time that happened, we saw share prices trading at $5.75. But we do have to sort of consider here that this chart is starting to look extremely heavy at the moment. I mean, there really aren't many positive bounces here. And this is starting to look pretty discouraging, from these sort of medium-term perspectives, this hourly time frame. So, what we really do need to see this at this point, I mean, if you're long the stock, you really do need to see a share price gain here relatively soon, because if this does not happen, at the very least, you're looking at a retest of this 410 area. This would be the price low from the end of May. So, this was a strange period of time for the stock. I mean, this was a very volatile, kind of chaotic time period when share prices did bounce off of that 410 low. We did see ultimately price highs near $6 after that, so that is a very significant price movement. It's not quite 50%, but you're on your way to achieving a 50% gain at that point. But then share prices, as you can see, did quickly reverse lower. So this, if we're just going back during this period of the chart history here, things were getting extremely volatile and chaotic during that period of time. So I wouldn't really say that we're in a volatile, chaotic period of time right now, but if these price declines don't stop here relatively soon, there are definitely some warning signals here that do need to be sort of understood. So, overall, this is not a stock that we recommend in the members only section of the platform. We do have many stocks that are expected to far outperform AMC. I do suggest that people take a look at those member trading videos, because we do have very specific trades with entry points, exit points, profit taking points, trading entry points, and stop loss levels. They really are designed for beginners, because I do think that a lot of people are currently caught in this trade at probably very bad levels, and that is really what the members section of the channel is designed to help with. We do try to make things as easy as possible, so that we can actually start to see some profitable trades, rather than trades that simply just continue to grind lower like this without much respite or relief from the downside. So currently, really what we're looking at here is a test of this 432 area. That will be very telling at that point, because if we're not able to bounce from there, at the very least, you're looking at a retest of 410. In order to move in the upward direction, I think that we would actually need to reclaim that $5 level. As we can see, this is where the last main areas of resistance were previously seen, 501 and 511. So you really would need to see a break above there. At the very least, a break of 435 would give you a price movement above the exponential moving average cluster on the hourly time frame. So that on its own would be a little bit of a positive, but that's about 50 cents away at this point, and that distance seems to be growing at the moment. So here's the current stock market update for AMC Entertainment Holdings Incorporated, stock ticker AMC. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.